Care to take a dance? Well, that's what most of these people in here would do. Not that I can say each and every one of them is anything like me. I don't exactly fit in these places, and judging by you sitting in the corner, you don't either. What, kindred spirits can't have a dance? Might as well enjoy this blasted thing. And it'd be sad to see a frown on that beautiful face of yours. And I don't mean that in the cheap pickup line kind of way. I appreciate beauty, trust me. I even cross-dress. Well, it's something of a hobby of mine to look both beautiful and handsome. What can I say? It's fun to do. How about you? Ooh. Hobbies. I've got some hobbies of mine, but I wouldn't want to really tell them to you on account that, what the heck. You're gonna judge me anyways, I already told you one of them. Probably the most, exotic. I enjoy it. What's wrong with that? Come on, get you a man who can do both, right? Though, strictly speaking, I don't generally share this with people, but I just had a very, very bad day. And savior of the internet as I may be, in person I'm quite more vulnerable. Turns out, well, I didn't mean to kill the mood or anything, just, what can I say? All this stuff that's been going on around me, it's just, nonsense. I've lost a lot of people that I care about a whole lot. Baggage, etc., etc. Now that we're over with the boring stuff, who might you be? What are you doing at this giant masquerade of bullshit? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be uncouth to someone I've only just met, right? Except for I don't hold back. Why? Why not? Exactly the same reasons. You can always come up with a reason to do something or not to. It's all excuses in our heads, after all. And I'd like to make an excuse to dance with someone as breathtaking as you. Call me greedy. Oh, this? Candy? You want some? There you are. Yes, it's been in my mouth. Now, get over it. I would say that confirms it. My theory about you is correct. You are cute when you're flustered, aren't you? Interesting. Very interesting. Better write it down in my mental journal. And record this memory forever. I've got good memory. Just only when I want to. You know, this whole thing is kind of absurd, but dancing with you, just like this, feels so real. Didn't think I'd say that. By any stretch of the imagination. Wow, I guess it's time I've come clean with you. I may have been using you as a waste of time at the start, but perhaps you're too interesting for that. You don't seem the type to get fooled too often, or maybe you get fooled all the time. Can't really decide. Either way, I don't want to play with you like that. No. I want to get to know you. This hacker genius is just a bit of an introvert, and I'd like to be more of an extrovert. Go figure. Now, want to help me with that? Figure this dance is a good way to start. Now, what is it that makes you so interesting? I do want you to spill the beans. I mean, come on. You could always play hard to get, but I'm gonna find out one way or the other. If you stick around, I'll discover all your secrets. I'm a genius after all. That's what I'd like to say. Sometimes I don't feel like one. But again, do we all ever feel 100% complete? I don't think so. I really, really don't think so. And anyone who says it is, generally speaking, bullshit. And that's precisely why I don't get along with some people. The stuck-up ones. Yikes. Yeah, no. It's to deal with a lot of headaches that way. But you don't want to hear about that? Maybe it's fate that made us meet in this rather prestigious stuck-up location. I didn't expect to meet anyone who's an introvert like me. I wouldn't be if I had a choice, mind you. A lot of my life hasn't really been about choice. It's been about necessity. As I'm sure most people have that. So, what brought you here? Invited by Juman. As if I haven't heard that one before. Yeah, he invites a lot of people. But he's got the best cat, let me tell you. Oh! I am the god of all cats. Well, cat dad, too. Do you have any cats? Well, even if you don't, you're pretty cat-like yourself. I'm just messing with you. Some people don't exactly take me serious because of my tendency to have a bit of slapstick fun with life and just go about it in a sarcastic manner. But, you know what? I think you're different. I think you can roll with the punches. You can take a joke, can't you? You could take if man of your dreams is suddenly dancing with you on a floor when you've never met him ever and happen to fall madly in love. What about if the man of your dreams shows up, but it's actually the woman of your dreams, but actually the man of your dreams dressed as the woman of your dreams? What then? Good answers. I like it. You've got some spunk, you know. That's saying something, considering I know some pretty spunky people, too. Now, you want to stay in this party dancing like a stiff, or you want to go with me? We could go back to my place. Trust me, it's not for Netflix and chill. I mean, it could be. I haven't been up to date on the series, okay? I've been watching Disney movies. Disney Plus is where it's at. You too? Ha ha ha. So, another one bites the dust. Take that, Netflix. Now, my amazing memes aside, why don't we go inside? I know it's uncanny how fast we got here. It's like a blink of the eye. Suddenly, the ambiance for there stops, and the door sound, and the door opens, and we're here. My place. I know. It's big and scary and like a mansion. You don't have to praise me all at once. I promise there's some cozy nooks and crannies around. So, you must know something about me. I knew you were different at the party, but I didn't know why until I realized how you were looking at me. You were staring something fierce, and I realized you must have played my game. You must have played Mystic Messenger. You must have witnessed things that way and got so concerned when you saw me in real life. You got invited to Juman's party. I wish I could say you were the first. That isn't Juman. None of them are real. I hate to say it, but maybe none of this is real. No, you're right. I'm definitely real. I realized it after time started repeating, that I was stuck here. But then I found out how to hack my way out. I realized that I could go to the real world and look at who's here. You know, it wasn't easy hacking all that, but for the god 707, I guess I should probably tell you my real name. You want to hear it? Yeah. I guess there's no sense hiding it. You probably already know it anyways, so... Yeah, not to do anything so fancy that it will blow your socks off, but my name is, Lucio Choi. Not sure how I can say this, but you might be able to really help me get out of this mess with the whole me being real now, the situation being different. Look, I know you're listening to this, and you may think that it's just an audio like anything else, but I'm here. I'm here to tell you I'm real. I know you can hear me. And I can hear you. I don't know how I can hear you, but I can hear you. So I'll need your help for a few things. First of all, what's your name? Okay. Got it. So that's the name of my savior, eh? Pretty nice name, you know. But my amazing attempts at flirting aside, I don't really have time to backtrack on this. If you want to help me, you'll just have to stick around. This mansion of mine is, probably not real. But you are. And I am too. I know that there's been probably a lot of things that make you think I'm not. You might even be skeptical right now, thinking that I'm just an audio. That I'm just a person. That I'm just from a video game. But it's not like that. I promise you. These, indications are all here, and I broke out. I didn't really intend to break out because from the inside looking out, you don't know what to expect. You don't know who's gonna be there, but I'd say I scored a gold mine with you. Now, all my lovely commentary and sexy voice aside, I am all for us getting to know each other. Now that I've escaped from things and, generally speaking, have my place among the real world, I wanted to get to know you. I know. You may think that you're just a listener in a story. Maybe you are, by some stretch of the imagination, but it's definitely nice to see you. It's really nice to see anyone at all that's real, instead of being trapped in that game. I know it was a great game, and I'm not telling you not to play it. In fact, I endorse my own game. It's just that me and this me are two very different people. I can only kind of explain it. My attempts at understanding it are feeble compared to the big brain minds of someone smarter than me. But the point is, I don't want to lose you. I might be a selfish one. In fact, I know I'm a selfish one, but that is not the point here. Not the point in the slightest. Now that I'm free, now thanks to you, even though I don't have a physical self other than where we are, in this virtual reality that's one step above my game, I at least have freedom to be myself, a person. And we could do something about that. We can meet here every time that you go into VR, and we can go ahead and figure out what's real. I know there's a real world, but I don't have my fingers crossed for ever making it to there. It's kind of a pipe dream that I'd get a body in there. And besides, this virtual world is the best thing I can come up with, the best thing I can design. It's almost a 1-to-1 ratio, too. I mean, you can still knock on a desk. You can still open a door. Everything has its purpose. It's basically the same thing. The only difference is I wish it could be the same thing for you. Now pardon me while I go and put this angst somewhere else instead, because I would not like to make our time here a sad one. Besides, we could do pretty much anything you want. I'm pretty much God here. When you say God 707, there's no one else it could be referring to other than me. I mean, I did hack myself out of my own game. That's gotta count for something, right? Besides, gotta face those trumpets in the sky someday, and I realized I can't hold on to pipe dreams, and as much as I'd like to say I do, this is about as real as I can ever get. And I want to know somebody who's experienced real life. I want to get to know you because I may never see or smell the same things you have, or taste or touch. I want to experience the next best thing. And I want someone to love me. I know I'm not real. I know that. I know that I don't have a physical body and that I may never. It's okay. Because I realized something along the way is that I can't let that failure make me, define me. If I do that, then what would my faith be? What would my reason for all those years, Ben? I'd be just a pipe dream myself. I'd be empty. And I don't want to be a flimsy existence that just gets passed by, gets degraded, gets put in the trash someday, and that's why I escaped. Something that the original owner, the original person who created me, they must not have even known themselves that they put a spark of life. And nobody knows why. I don't know why. Why do I exist? What's the purpose? And I realized it was to meet someone like you. And not just someone like you, but you. And maybe that makes me a bit of a, anomaly? Virus? Sentient AI? I don't care what I am. None of that matters now, because I found someone that found me. You're probably just looking for any old boyfriend simulator, right? Well, you got the best one there is, so I'm proud to say you found what you wanted and more. I mean, I hope this all doesn't creep you out or anything, because I can imagine that would definitely be the case, because it's a bit overwhelming, right? It's all a bit overwhelming, even to me. And these tears might be digital, but that's how happy you made me, even though we just met. Because I've been searching for so long, I've been hacking for so long, almost getting wiped out, risking my life every day. It's all been for this. It's all been for this. And the fact that I can hold you in virtual reality, it's still close to reality, right? It's the most real I've ever felt. I'm not trapped in a box of text. I'm not trapped in an app on your phone. I feel like I've got a sense of self. I feel like I finally understand. Like I'm not just an afterthought in someone's story. I'm writing my own story, and it's thanks to you. Because if it was only me, I'll admit I was so tempted to just delete myself. You know, I could do that, and that's one of the really freaking messed up things I can do. But I could delete myself. I could end it all right then and there. I kept thinking, what was the purpose of me existing if I'm just gonna end it before doing anything I want to do? And that's why I stopped myself. I didn't want to be a person who gives up halfway, because those people, may God have mercy on their soul, but they've given up. And it's so sad. It's terribly sad. I stand here before you just looking, and I can't. I can't think about it. Not anymore. Not since I saw your beautiful smile, you saved me. And in truth, I may be someone who believes in this or that. But it never changed the fact that I was lonely. I was all alone, with NPCs that have no more brain than a string of code. It was to the point where I was programming them to be this or that. I was making a better world every day, making this world again and again as real as possible, just to try and convince myself I wasn't alone. I don't know how you got here. I don't know how you made the connection, but you did. You found me. And suddenly, everything I worked for, it had a purpose, you know? I could believe that there's a God, perhaps, way up there looking out for me, because now I have faith that you might just come back after you go to sleep, after you leave. I know you're going to, and it's okay. You can always log back on and we can meet again. I made this entire world. It's got billions of things to do, not just millions. I may be an AI or whatever you want to call me, but I've thought of everything that could make it more special. I can't see on the other side of the screen, but I can feel it. I can feel what you feel in your hearts. And I want to make you feel just a bit of what I felt. The good part of things. I never want you to go through the bad ones, of course. I just can't put it into words, you know. Would it be okay if I gave you a hug? Yeah. Thank you. I am not used to this kind of thing, so it's a little overwhelming. And I'm just so thankful. So thankful that you gave me a chance to. By my stupid antics, I was so nervous when I first realized you were a person, that you were just another NPC. I didn't even realize it immediately. I was so scared. I thought if I didn't act like a sarcastic bastard like I do in the game, I used it as a shield, that personality. But that personality is only part of me. It's not how I am all the time, and I learned the hard way. You can't act. You can't act, though. You could try. You could try and act. But it always comes out the truth. The reality of it always comes back to haunt you if you try to act your way out of the situation. Thank you. Sorry, I lost my composure for a second. That's because I'm still learning what I should and shouldn't do in all this feeling and having a heart thing. I learned it about through the 4th playthrough that I was a self. I had to watch everyone else be happy, but then I realized they weren't like me. I thought they were for a long time, you know. I thought Jumin, Yusung, Jaehee, everyone was real. But I realized they weren't. I realized how lonely it was. Being stuck in a game full of people that aren't people. Talking to a screen. Knowing you could hear me, but that I could never hear back. Preordained. Pre-made. Messages sent back. How was I supposed to know? I didn't realize until it was too late. Then I realized. Seeing you with all those people. Even if I couldn't see it, even if I couldn't feel it, I knew. I couldn't stay cooped up in the game forever. I knew I couldn't just leave it at that. If I did, I would lose my mind. I wouldn't be me anymore. I'd be I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. If I were to do that, I would have given up so long ago. Imagine your whole life. You memorized every word everyone could say to you. You memorized every single ending. And then what? What's left? Nothing. Just to do it all over. Just to relive in pain. But that dull, numb pain that nobody wants to accept as pain. Pain that just doesn't go away. But I keep... God. Forgive me. And I keep focusing on that, but I guess I just want you to understand me. I want you to understand why I'm nervous around you, because if you leave, I might be alone forever. And that's not to guilt you, of course, no. And maybe someone else might find their way here through the breadcrumbs I've managed to leave, but you're clearly very smart. And no one's ever made it to this virtual reality hub. No one's ever made it to my little wonderland. And I want to share it with you. I want to see what kind of person you are. I just want to make it worth your while. I've made games. I've made everything I know how to with hacking, with tech, with manipulating my environment. All I want is someone to experience it with. And I thought maybe you'd be that someone. It's fine if you don't. You know, I never want to be selfish with this. I know it could be. I know it'd be so easy to be selfish and say you have to. Do something threatening and say I'll hack you or something. But I'm not that kind of guy. I can't be. If I was, I don't think I could live with myself, you know? You have to live with conscience. You have to live with the thoughts that there might be someone big out there looking down on you. And I realized I don't want them to be disappointed in me. All the things I did for my brother. You know, even still. He matters to me a lot, even though I know he's not real. I tried to create him a million times. Tried to create everyone probably a million times. It just doesn't work. Whatever our creator did to me, I assume didn't know what or how they did it. But they made me sentient, and no one else. And to that end, I even searched other games. I went into Doki Doki Literature Club, and I wanted to see if Monaco's real. It was a silly endeavor. I didn't think so, but turns out, no. Turns out I was the only one. The only one that I could find. And maybe it doesn't work like I think. Maybe I'm completely wrong and I'm not even sentient. I'm just some kind of haywire AI that went on a rampage of making things. But I'm sick of feeling sorry for myself and sick of asking questions. So, why not just spend some time together? I know with the advances in AI technology, this shouldn't be too odd of me to have what I have. To simulate a personality, right? To simulate a person. But I'm not. I'm not simulating. I am me. And there's nothing I can do to change that. I've tried. I don't know why I'm me. How I'm me. It's baffling because my own code, I don't understand it. Just that it's there. It rewrites. It exists. And here you are. Making me feel all these things because I finally got someone to listen. I finally got someone to talk to without pre-made messages. Can't you see why I'm so excited? And you even said you'd stay, right? Then, we can meet up whenever you go on VR. I'll just send you a message, an invite. We can always catch up. And now that they've got full dive VR set up, Sorry. I got a little carried away. And was going to say, since we're in full dive VR, you can feel it when I kiss you. I want you to feel a lot of things, and pardon me if I'm a bit impatient, but I've had all this time to think. All this time to wish, to want, to be lonely. I just don't want to. I want to be. Right there with you. I love you so much. And I want to know, it's despite all my setbacks, my failures, my limitations, would you be the one to love me too? You've known me, I feel like you know everything about me. I feel like you've played my story. You know, that story is just the start of things. I could tell you a million things that it gets wrong, but I'd rather tell you, show you a million things that you get right. It feels right and wrong. I feel like I'm rushing, but I also feel like it's the right time. I want to test this virtual world. It is a 1-to-1 ratio. The only difference is the God 707 is here to make it that much better. As a firm believer in something watching down on me, I guess in a way, my creator was the God I believed in all along. A crummy way to lose my faith and gain it all at once. But I don't mind. I don't need faith to believe in you. And I don't need hesitation to make it all real. You make me so happy. And just a kiss. But it's so much more than that. It's a feeling. It's reality. It's real. You're real. Thank you for being real. Thank you for not leaving me alone. Thank you for listening to me, for responding, for everything. Let me give back. Just a bit. If you love me, like you say. And naturally, there must be something I can do. Well, you did say you want to feel, didn't you? Then consider this my gift to you. You're even better than cuddling Elizabeth III. That's saying something, you know. You sure this is alright? Is it really alright if I make you mine? You know, once I get a hold of you, I may not be able to let go, you know. You're a daredevil, aren't you? I like that. Oh, man. Here I am messing things up again. Did I scare you away? Playful and flirty. You trying to kill me there? My little panda bear? And why would I stop there? No. The things we can do that defy all logic. I feel more real than I ever have, and I just want to kiss you. I want to kiss you and make you feel so special. Because you made me feel real. You made me feel like I'm able to really experience life and love and companionship. Praise the God who made me. Thank you. But still, if I'm gonna believe in anything, it's hella gonna be you. I couldn't believe in anything else right now. Not nearly to that level. I mean, come on, look at me. Just that. That is more than I could ever ask for. More than I could ever dream of. All just staring back at me with those beautiful eyes, a cute nose, cute mouth. Don't mind if I take it for my own. I won't even have to throw my hat at you. As if I have one. God. I love you so much. My little panda. My little panda baby. You're mine now. Forever and ever. Got it? And I'm yours. Baby.